Okay, in this video, Epson Tour winner Gabi Ruffels really lit it up this week on the Epson Tour. She's really a LPGA player, but didn't quite make it, barely missed getting through to get full status on the LPGA Tour, but she just lit it up this week. Let's take a look at this amazing swing. So, great setup, slightly closed stance. When you see this swing go back and through, great lines to the swing. Simple takeaway, right up the plane. And then at the top, starting to load into the legs early. So a really efficient, modern golf swing, getting the legs working in transition. And we see there left arm right across shoulders, club face, and the wrist perfect. And then as it comes down, because she is staying down and turning, club face, excellent position here, dead square at this point. And as it comes in, shallows out beautifully. She hits tons of fairways, tons of greens. And while her putting stats don't look amazing, she sure putted great this week, obviously. But maybe when you're hitting the ball that good all the time, it's hard to be a good enough putter when you're hitting that many greens and literally splitting the fairways most of the time. From the face-on position, also great setup position, strong grip, and we can see here as she loads it, lowering down slightly like a lot of players do these days. We know she's starting to get down into the legs here. Total turn, no shifting off the ball, no swaying, no loading this way, simply turning. Now granted, there's a pressure shift into this back foot, but there's not a sway, there's no loading in terms of swaying the hips. Then rotating right back through, great lag position. And that club very stable through impact, as you can see there. That club face is still basically square to the plane at this point. And like I said, amazing ball striker. And if anything statistically doesn't look good, it's the putting. But once again, this week she made 1 million birdies. So clearly she's getting something sorted out with the putting, at least this week. And if she keeps that up, then look out. Phenom talent, truly amazing swing. Great club face control at the bottom. This one here, I had to zoom in a little bit here to get this picture, but we can see once again, total wind up, no sway, and then lowering down in transition. If anything, starting to load forward here with the hips, creating tons of lag at this point. Amazing position. A lot of great players look like that. Very Sergio-esque at this point. Club face totally square at this point, square at the bottom, and square after the strike. If you're trying to get your driver sorted out, look at this golf swing, get the grip copied, and really try to figure out how to get that club face in this position coming down. Not old school, not toe up, it's more toe over, square to the plane, but that keeps it square all the way through the bottom. Very difficult to hit it offline. This one, an approach shot, short iron obviously, right up that plane. And for those of you that do struggle with ball striking as well, notice that this player always stays down lower than where she started all the way through. Gets lower, legs working solid, club above the plane just barely, and then right on the plane coming through. And smack on it at impact. And once again, perfect balance and rotation. Looking at those hands there, no extra rotation. If you're a player that doesn't rotate well, you might have to work more of a toe-up to toe-up type of a swing. If you're a player who can get that face square to slightly shut and stay down and rotate, this is the model you want to copy. Last picture we'll look at here, just sequentially on this shot, where she starts it back on great lines here, perfect on plane, and loads it. If your legs are going to start your downswing, that will allow your arms to suspend up here for a second. That left arm holding, The right arm holding, club of course played off slightly in a great position, but the arms are not pulling as she's coming down. A lot of players start really trying to pull these arms into position, and I realize once again, if you're more of an open face player, that might work to some degree, but in general, the more you can use those legs, let the arms suspend up there and not pull, you'll let the club whip through impact by itself through the bottom. That's how you get control of the golf club. If you're trying to pull and manipulate the club through this area, the bottom, that's where you're going to have big time trouble. If your grip pressure increases, where you're starting to yank on the golf club to try to position it in to hit the ball, it won't work. You've got to let the legs start that downswing, like you see she does here, totally increasing the flex. That keeps the arms suspended, keeps rotating out of the way. That's one of the secrets to getting this rotation that you see here, that she's rotated wide open, is that the arms are not pulling from the top. They simply get whipped through, find the ball, and of course get it on line with all the perfect angles she has working. But a lot easier to keep the angles perfect if you're in your legs rotating than if you're pulling the arms down, causing yourself to come up and extend. Okay, that's going to wrap it up for this video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.